According to the Malaysia Department of Irrigation and Drainage, flooding has become a yearly event since 1963, affecting more than 4.82 million people a year and inflicting annual damage of 915 million ringgit. In fact, flood account for about 90% of all natural disaster-related damage in Malaysia. The flood often affected some areas like east coast of Malaysia, for example Kelantan, Terengganu and Pahang. And it is also affected in the south of Malaysia like Johor and Malacca. The flood disaster is also getting worse since it is also affected in the capital city of Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur. So today, we will be discussing about the worrying and the cause of the flood disaster in Malaysia.
Greeting and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Jamil. So for our documentary video, my roommate and I are going to talk about flood. So let me start with the introduction. Malaysia, a nation of diverse landscape and vibrant culture, face the looming threat that disrupt its harmony against flood. In this documentary, we embark on a journey to understand the gravity of the issue, exploring the causes, consequences and current challenge faced by the Malaysian people. For information, Malaysia, located in the heart of Southeast Asia, boasts a rich tapestry of environment, from large rainforests to sprawling urban centers. However, this is very diversity also exposes the nation to the harsh realities of climate change, with one particular menace threatening to submerge the nation. Flood is a natural disaster exacerbated by climate change, can be triggered by various factors: deforestation, rapid urbanization, and the alteration of natural watercourses disrupt the delicate balance of Malaysia's ecosystem, leading to increased vulnerable to floods. The impact of floods extends far beyond the rising waters. Families lose their home, livelihoods are destroyed, and communities are torn apart. It's a humanitarian crisis that demands our attention.
Okay, for climate change influence, the increasing frequency and intensity of floods are closely linked to climate change in precipitation patterns, more severe storms, and rising sea levels that contribute to the vulnerability of communities. Mitigation measures include early warning systems, the construction of dams and levees, sustainable land use planning, and community preparedness initiatives. However, the effectiveness of these measures varies, highlighting the complex and dynamic nature of addressing the challenges posed by floods. Other than that, for economy and agricultural, the economic impact of floods is significant, encompassing the destruction of infrastructure, loss of crops, and disruptions to economic activities. Agricultural areas are particularly vulnerable, as floods can damage crops, erode soil, and lead to loss of valuable farmland, thereby affecting flood production and local economies. The aftermath of floods demands substantial financial resources for recovery and reconstruction.
For high risk of floods, floodwater pose serious health risks as they may carry pollens, sewage, and harmful microorganisms. Contamination of water source can result in a rapid spread of waterborne disease, making post-flood conditions hazardous for affected pollutions. Ensuring access to clean and safe water becomes a critical aspect of post-flood recovery efforts.
As of March 6, 2023, nearly 50,000 people were affected by floods in southern Malaysia, with the worst affected area being Johor. In December 2022, flood displaced over 6,500 people in 4 states, with more than 6,300 people seeking refuge in 39 flood relief centers in the east coast states of Kelantan and Terengganu. In November 2023, heavy rain caused floods in some Malaysian states. Nearly 1,000 people moved to evacuation centers. The floods have been attributed to heavy rainfall and the northeast monsoon, which typically lasts from October to March. Local authorities in Malaysia face several challenges in managing floods, as highlighted by various studies and reports. Some of the challenges include: first, inadequate coordination and communication. There is a lack of coordination and communication among agencies responsible for flood management, which leading to delays in response and inadequate allocation of resources. Second, inadequate public awareness. Many residents are not aware of the risks and consequences of floods, which also leading to inadequate preparedness and response. And lastly is inadequate manpower and assets for logistics. Local authorities lack of sufficient manpower and assets to manage floods effectively.
In recent years, the state of Kelantan has been grappling with severe floods causing widespread devastation. The heavy monsoon rains, coupled with deforestation and inadequate infrastructure, have left communities submerged, school closed, and agricultural lands raped. In response to the crisis, the Malaysian government has implemented various initiatives from early warning system to flood-resistant infrastructure. However, challenges persist, and the delicate balance between development and environmental conservation remains a pressing concern. Amidst the adversity, communities have come together to build resilience, and local leaders, volunteers are playing a crucial role in providing support, education, and post-flood rehabilitation.
After all, it is not easy to prevent flood from happening, but as a Malaysian, I think it is our responsibility to stop it and work together to be a better nation. People should do everything possible to take care of our nature. If it's not us, then who else? That's all from us. Thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you next time.